My name is Cathy Walsh and I lead the private bank in Belfast for Citi. So I'm a South Belfast girl, born, bred and buttered, and I am back living in South Belfast. So I first left Northern Ireland to go to university, so pretty much straight after school. I did the sort of Celtic progression. I ended up going to Wales, and from there ended up with a career in investment banking, so spent time in London, New York, the Far East, and then laterally back in London again before coming back home. You know, I think I'd never actually thought that I would come back, but I woke up one morning with the realisation that it was time to go back home again. I think for me, the great thing is that Citi opening in Belfast, and especially the private bank now opening within Citi, has given me an opportunity to do a role that was much more aligned to the roles that I would have done when I was in the UK and further afield. So it enables me to come back home, obviously for my son to grow up here, which I think is very important educationally and in terms of having a sensible accent, and for me to be able to not sacrifice too much in terms of my career aspirations, having made the decision to come back home again. I think we've got it sussed, and I think that the great thing about the model that's developing here is that people are changing things to suit more of that work-life balance, but not compromising the integrity or the depth of the work that they're actually doing and the achievements that they're making. So my work life may have looked like a 5 a.m. to a 7 p.m. in London. I was involved in trading, and it's a very long, very intense day. Taking a step back from that, doing something totally different, means that I'm able to drop my son off at school in the morning, have him grunt at me in a perfunctory fashion because he's now a teenager, come to work and still, be able to get back home at a sensible time and be able to sort of make more of my day than I would be, I guess, if I was sitting on a tube trying to get across London or get from A to B. We have a great education system here that's second to none in the UK and certainly in Europe. We produce these brilliant kids, and they're very, very motivated, and they're very, very energetic. Coming back after sort of a lifetime in a particular sector, what it's actually done for me is re-enthuse the way I look at my role and how I approach my role and what I think we can do and can't do in this space. Yeah, I think if you're coming from, from London or, from Europe, Northern Ireland is a great place to relocate to. Even if you don't have any original family ties, I think that things are very straightforward. It's very easy to negotiate and to navigate, even if you're not from here originally. We are very aware of attracting lots of new people and welcoming lots of new people into our society. Everybody is very, very happy to make that transition as easy as possible. In addition to offering obviously a great financial base for an employer to set up or to relocate roles to, the difference in Belfast is we're not warehousing roles, we're developing them. So we're guarding people's franchises. We have brilliant people who can do that, but we're also innovating and developing. So less being a warehouse, we're more of a laboratory. So if you want your business to be maybe slightly reinvented and tweaked and improved and driven, then this is definitely the place to send it. Our best export is our people, and we need our people to come back and bring with them a little bit of what they've learnt when they're away to help us kind of build on giving Belfast the biggest and brightest future that it can have.